I want to ask you, before we get into this pandemic project and play a couple of these records, had you intended to drop a project, or were all of these things just things you guys were creating, you and your team there, that just started taking off, and you was like, look, we got to release this and add some things to it?
I'll be honest. Well, first and foremost, let me just say, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna act like we just casual buddies. It's an honor to be talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I've been tuned in for a long time. So a lot of people get on here and they act like, oh, yeah, man, we just hollering at E, bro. No. It's an honor to be talking to you, man. And I got a lot of respect for what you do, how you stand your ground on a lot of the opinions that you got. You know what I'm saying? And I fool with it. But outside of that, no. We definitely ain't playing a pandemic project. Just like ain't nobody else planning for 2020 to be like this. We had a whole like collection of music that we was like, all right, we finally organized. We ain't just gonna be dropping it something every week. Just like that, we had some music like we planned to release, but then when the pandemic hit, it was like, yo, we can't even release this kind of music because it's not speaking specifically towards what's going on right now. And even though it has hints and stuff like that throughout all of my music, I wanted to something specifically for this time, just because it's the wildest time in my entire life that I've ever experienced on Earth.
Now, Tobe, you're from Houston, born in Houston.
Born and raised southwest side of Houston, A-Leaf to be exact.
But you, sir, have a Nigerian last name.
Oh, 100%. Both of my parents are from the village. My mom is from Utaru, my dad is from Aka.
You know, I would love to hear you articulate, as somebody who grew up black in America, but also have, knowledge of where you're directly from. Have you ever taken the time to articulate that difference with your friends and family that kind of understand that? Because I think a person like you is key to helping black folks around the world reconnect, right? Because there's a lot of misunderstandings between people in Africa who just think black people opted to not understand where they're from, and black people in America who don't understand why Africans in Africa ain't looking for us or helping us in some way.
100%. And I've said this on many occasions. I feel like people that are like me, the first generation born in the U.S., we are all like the bridge between home for real and the U.S. And it's just a very unique experience. I told plenty of people that when I went to school, growing up on Foreign Park, that I had a completely Black American experience. But when I went back to the crib, both of my parents were born and raised in the village, and they came over here just to have a better opportunity. So I didn't have no Black American experience at the house. I had a pure night. I ate fufu, okra soup, ugwanu soup, pepper soup, meat pie. I grew up eating, bruh. My mom can't make hamburgers. My mom don't, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't on no gumbo. We was on fufu. We was on jollof rice. You know what I'm saying? Every day. If we had American food or she ever tried to do that, it was, man, with all due respect, it was trash. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But it's a unique experience. So when you see police brutality, or you see situations that black people go through in America here, it's like you can connect with that. Then you hear about what's going on in Nigeria now. You hear about SARS. I remember when we went back for my grandpa's funeral, God rest his soul. When we went back for my grandpa's funeral, on the way to the village, we would stop by at least 5 different types of, I guess, SARS officers. And when they stopped us, this is just my personal experience. When they stopped us, it was on some straight foolishness. Excuse me, sir, your tint is too dark. I need everybody out of the car. I'm talking about they would run us out of the car, like run our pockets, run everything, just trying to come up. It was just a lot of. It was wild. Hey, I know you're an American footballer. Hey, I know you have money. That's me now. Come now. And it was all that type of stuff. And you could just see how just underhanded and how everybody was just trying to come up on the low. And it's just police brutality worldwide. Special forces abusing their power on a global scale. It's just crazy. And it's just wild that technology has allowed us to be able to see it in its totality and to see the wholeness of how wrong it is and how terrible it is.
I want to play your latest single too, "Make It Home," with David Michael Wyatt. Talk about this record.
It's real simple. It's the sentiment that I share for every single person of color, especially black people, literally worldwide, because it ain't just in America. That whenever you leave your residence, whenever you leave your crib, that you can, for whatever it is that you're doing, that you can make it back safe in one place, because it's wild out here for us, and the discrimination and the brutality and the just all the obstacles stacked against us. It's crazy. So if you can make it home, that's an achievement.
It is, man. And we send this to the brothers and sisters out there fighting police brutality in Nigeria. We send this out to everybody on the front lines here in America. Tobe, I didn't know that "I Need You" was a full song.
Yeah.
When I saw it on Instagram, and it caught me too. It caught me. I had to repost it because it was so solid. You know what I mean? Because it starts and you like, oh, this is fire. Okay, and then bow. He was like, yo, facts. Stay focused. Because, that's what they want us to do. They want us to lose focus. They want us to get tired. Yeah. They want us to look away. They want us to be confused and exhausted.
Yeah. They want us to grow weary.
That's right. Was that what you did? Was that the spark for this track 1 on the Pandemic Project? Was just helping people stay focused?
No, I'll be honest. I got the vision for the song literally from God in the Dream. Hit nail, made the song in a day and put it out the same day. And it's the first song I ever did with no rhyming words, no none of that. I literally just wanted to just say that message to people, period. And it's crazy because the message still rings loud and true to this day. And nobody's been held accountable. And people are acting like it's a political thing. My G, it's a right or wrong thing. It's wild. You killed an innocent woman. Innocent of everything that you're trying to do. And ain't nobody has been held accountable at all. Nobody? Not the people that gave the order, not the people that did the stuff. Nobody can be held. It's wild. So I woke up with that fresh on me and I was just like, bro, this don't got nothing to do with no politics. I'm not into none of that. I'm not into none of the games. I'm into, bro, as a human being, that's wild. As a human being, having kids in cages at the board, that's wild. That's wild. And you know what I'm saying? I just took it upon myself to make sure whenever I say something, I say something.
Now, Tobe, white supremacy, the way it
Come
works.
on, talk to me.
It never takes accountability. It always diverts attention away from the fact that it's white supremacy and its ability to make you think you're crazy, to question your value, to question what role you play instead of white supremacy and white supremacists looking and taking accountability. Because once they take accountability for their ways and their errors, what does that do to the idea of white supremacy? Yeah. Right? So they're not going to do that. Nor are they going to allow you to discredit the institutions that uphold white supremacy. Because why would they do that?
Yeah. Then you would have to refine or change or tear down, or
you would have to change, acknowledge.
Oh man. I don't even want to get down. I promise you, I was about to run full speed into this building, but I was like, let me chill before I blaze everybody on here.
Nah, man, that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
He gonna pull it out of me. Gonna pull it out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the entire establishment was founded. I feel like the U.S. was founded upon white supremacy. Tell Fat to come down here and stop me.
No, don't feel like it. Know that it is.
Oh, no. Get Fat, because I'm going to start saying stuff. She's going to be like, no, you don't need to say that. I promise you. Go get her.
Nah, the Constitution is a white supremacist 100%. Document. It is a document on how to do it. And the people who wrote it, when they wrote it, they knew that they believed that black people were inferior. 100%. Thomas Jefferson, all of them. And so when you set out to deal with it, you have to make sure that you constantly are pointing at it and letting everyone know, look at it. Look at it right there. You see it?
Yeah.
You see it right there? You see it. You got to be actively anti-white supremacists. And even deeper than racist, white supremacy.
Yeah.
The idea that these creations are infallible.
Yeah, I completely understand. This is what pulls on me the most, though. When people talk about racial reconciliation, I just want people to fully understand. And I don't even know how we got here, but let's go since we're here. It's impossible if the oppressor does not acknowledge the oppression. It's impossible. Ain't nothing to reconcile if you ain't acknowledged that you was wrong for how this whole thing has been going. We can reconcile after you acknowledge it, after you turn from it, and then you make the adjustment. You change. We didn't do nothing. You change. Then we can reconcile. After you acknowledge it, turn from your ways, then change, then we can dab you up.
Then we can move.
Yeah, but don't be you done peed on me for all these years. I tell you, hey man, you been pissing on me.
But you know what? This like any relationship, isn't it? Any relationship, by the way. Think about if you did your lady wrong. You can't move forward until she sees a behavioral shift.
You can't talk your way out of something you behaved yourself into. You can't do that.
Right.
That's wild. You want to talk about it, but your behavior caused us to be where we at now. Then you think the talking is just gonna get us out of here. The talking ain't gonna get us out of here. We need behaviors. We need tangible actions. We need, watch this, All right, let me stop, dog.
Say it, bro. Say it.
Bruh. Level the plant. We need equity. Fat, stop me.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I can keep going? All right. I'm telling you, people gonna see this.
She like, man, you on there with Ebro. Ebro be wildin'.
Yeah,
Let's
cool.
go.
I'm still a level beneath him.
So, Tobe, you are a part of Apple Music's NBA, Apple Music baseline commercial campaign. You was, all dressed in white, during the NBA playoffs. An amazing commercial put together. But this playlist baseline is specifically for independent artists like yourself and your team. I'm sure with all of your viral videos and all the great productions you guys have put together thus far, a lot of the quote unquote major record labels have thrown, some nice looking price tags at you, but you've decided to maintain independency. First, talk about why and talk about how important it is for independent artists and a playlist like Baseline on Apple Music.
We stayed independent specifically because there's not much that a major record label can do for me, because I got my people we a small, tight-knit group. I got vision and I got work ethic. So there's I know how to do, I direct all my stuff. I design all my stuff. I was coming up with the majority of my choreo. I'm with my wife and it's a family thing. There's not much that they can add to the table. And I believe in organic growth. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in being with the people, and the people blow you up. I believe if your restaurant is fire, somebody gonna tell people about your food. I believe in that type of come up. But I really don't think independence is for everybody, because everybody don't got no vision like that. Some people just do. Some people just sweet at music. Some people just have a specific talent and don't have a full vision for how it is they want their movement,
or a full team, or a full whatever. You know what I mean?
A full all of that. Yeah. So I think that's why we stayed independent. Then I think a playlist like Baseline is phenomenal because it helps out people who have a vision, might not have huge support from a record label to put a whole bunch of dollars and stuff behind you, but they recognize you and they give you a platform on a global scale.
Check out the Baseline playlist on Apple Music, and make sure you listen to Tobe Nwigwe's Make It Home on the Baseline playlist on Apple Music.